What is up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Man, it has been a crazy day at work, but we are gonna go ahead and build the brackets that are gonna sit in the concrete piers to hold our 6x6 posts for the shop. So what I'll be using is 4" by 1/4" thick flat bar. I have two pieces here laid out side by side, 20 feet each. So we're gonna start by going through and laying everything out, all our measurements, marking everything, and figure out exactly where we need to cut, where we need to bend, and weld it back together. So thanks to a good buddy of mine, Jackie, I went over to his shop, took all these pieces over there, cut the 3/4" holes, and then we cut the smaller holes for our lag screws. I'm gonna go through and score the backside of both of these lines and then bend the whole bracket up into place, square it up, weld it in place, and then these, you see I have 2 more score lines on these, and I'll show you why once I get some of these cut and start putting them together. Plasma cutter took no time to cut all these out. It's huge help. So thank you, Jackie, for that. You're a lifesaver. Plasma cutter is definitely on the list for top priority tools to purchase in the near future, once we get the shop done, of course. I'm gonna go ahead and score the backside of each bracket and get those ready to be bent up. So I'm gonna put you guys on the time lapse so you're not bored out of your mind and listening to a very loud grinder. Now that we got our brackets bent up for the most part, now what we're gonna do to make sure they're all squared up is we're gonna take our 45-degree magnets right here, square up each bracket just like that, and then tack weld both corners of each side like I already have done on this piece right here. So we'll tack weld those, then we'll flip the magnet around to the other side, tack weld those. It's really not that complicated. There's not a whole lot to it. You just want to make sure that your brackets are perfectly square, because when you're setting this on your concrete, if your bracket's all twisted off, then it's going to want to make your post get twisted, and it's just going to be a pain in the butt. So make sure everything's squared up real good. And also when you're scoring your edges down here, make sure your score line is perfectly square and straight from the flat bar this way. Our brackets here, and we're gonna put them somewhere right about there, and then weld those up solid along with this. And then all we'll have to do is weld the rebar on the bottom, paint, and we'll be done. Well, we got all our brackets all welded up solid. All done, ready to go. Now on to the rebar. So I already have all my 2-foot pieces cut. These magnets come in super handy, especially when you're working by yourself. So I'm gonna use a magnet on each corner to hold the rebar square with the bottom of the bracket. All finished up. All the rebar welded on, good and solid. All the holes cut out, cleaned out. I think they're ready for some paint. Much better. Got a couple good coats of paint on them. Let them dry overnight. Hopefully, be putting them in the ground tomorrow. Well, that's gonna be it for today's video, guys. We got our post brackets done, welded, painted, ready to go. Now tomorrow, I'll be using a laser level to get everything perfectly level, and hopefully I'll have time to pour the piers and get these suckers in the ground. So stay tuned for that. Like and subscribe. Thanks for watching. You guys are awesome.